In this video, we're continuing to talk about volume. We're looking at the volume of a sphere. We're also going to review surface area of a sphere. So you should have watched the short video of a person filling up a cylinder with the water from a full sphere and filled out the questions 1 through 4 on page 18 of your notes, this page here. That starts out volume of surface area in spheres with this title. If you haven't done that yet, I would highly recommend that you go back and do that and see what you can do. And then you can double check your answers with the ones that I'm going to give you now, so you can make sure we're all on the same page. So how do you think the volume of a cylinder is related to the volume of a sphere? Well, if you watch the video already, you can see that the volume is going to be less, and if you tried to fill this out before you watch the video, you may have guessed that the volume of a sphere is a fraction of the volume of a cylinder. Okay, and in the video it was pretty clear what that fraction was, and hopefully you figured that out when you filled out questions 1 through 4 right below here. Alright, so let's take a look right here. We have a picture of what was going on there. What do you notice about the diameter of the sphere and the cylinder? Well, the diameter of the sphere, if I draw another radius over here, that's going to be r, so that's going to be 2r all the way across. And then it would be the same thing, 2r all the way across for the cylinder, so they are the same. And then the water in the sphere, what does that represent? Well, the water represents the volume of the sphere. So we were taking the volume of the sphere and pouring it into the cylinder. What fraction of the cylinder does the sphere fill up? Well, if you noticed, they had the cylinder divided into thirds, and it filled up 2/3 of the cylinder. So we can use this fact to help us find the formula for the volume of a sphere. So let's start with question 4 here, which you may or may not have gotten. If the radius of the cylinder is r and its height is 2r, then what is the volume of the cylinder in terms of r? So notice here, the height is 2r and the radius is r, and we know that the volume of a cylinder is 2 pi r squared, so that would be pi r squared times h, and in this case the height is 2r, so it's pi r squared times 2r, and if we simplify we get 2 pi r cubed. So that's the volume of a cylinder if its height is the diameter of the base. So now we already know that the sphere is 2/3 of the cylinder, so then the volume of the sphere is going to be 2/3 the volume of the cylinder, so that's going to be 2/3, and we just found out the volume of the cylinder in terms of r would be 2 pi r cubed. Let's put this over 1 and simplify. In the numerator we're going to get 4 pi r cubed, and in the denominator we're going to get 3. And there we have the formula for the volume of a sphere. So the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3. Let's rewrite it as 4 pi r cubed over 3. Alright, so make sure you get that on your formula sheet. And then we're going to practice using that a bit. And make sure you get any of your questions answered as usual. And we'll see you in the next video.